Hello guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today is day 77 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction. Today we're going to talk about crabs in a bucket. It's a very interesting analogy that I want to share with you guys. So let's get started. Welcome back guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today is day 77 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction. Today we're going to talk about crabs in a bucket. It's a very interesting analogy. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not, but if you put a few crabs in a bucket, you don't have to put a lid on that bucket to keep the crabs in there. Why? Because the crabs actually pull each other down. Once they see that one crab is about to go up and up and up and try to escape, another crab will start pulling it down. So I want to make sure that you, if you have a chance, look up a video in YouTube and you will be able to see people actually video of filming these experiments that they put a bunch of crabs inside a bucket and you will actually see that they're pulling each other down, not letting the other one escape. Unfortunately, you will encounter this in real life. You will encounter this in your own life. You will see this happening with you. Your friends, relatives, co-workers, some people that you actually love and care for will start pulling you down. We talked about this yesterday, but I want to emphasize and extra emphasize because this is the point where most people quit. This is the point where most people go to the law of attraction and they start doing all the steps and they start seeing a little bit of results, or they start doing certain things and they start sharing this information with others, and then these other people, because of their old programming, they start pulling them down and they start going into their head and they start telling them it's not going to work, and they start to convince them again that this is just BS. I want to make sure that you know, guys, this is no BS. This is the real deal. This is how anything and everything gets created. Everything gets created in this way. It's a law, guys. The nature goes through this process. Later on in a video, I'm going to show you how exactly everything gets processed in the seed, in a physical seed. I will make a video explaining how a seed goes through it. It goes through this process right here. It creates whatever it's supposed to create. Corn, oak tree, a carrot, whatever. Everything in nature goes through this. Us being part of nature, if we want to create anything, have to go through this process. It's the law. It's just like gravity. Gravity doesn't differentiate anybody, okay? Gravity is equal for everything. If I let this go, it's going to go down. Just exactly the same way with anyone and anything. If you walk off a building, if you are on the top and you walk off the top of a building, you're going to go down. This is exactly the same thing. This is a law. No one and nothing gets immune by it. Okay? So I want to make sure that you must understand and you must know that you are going to go through this problem. You are going to get tempted to quit. You are going to be so desperate. I guess that's the word. You're going to be so desperate that you're going to say, you know what? I'm just going to give up and just going to go with the flow, and whatever happens, happens. But that is not the trait of a winner. You will never quit. You have to make yourself a promise. If you can make me a promise that you are never going to quit. If you stick at it, if you stick and you do it one day and day in and day out, day in and day out, you will do it. You will achieve whatever you're looking for. It's just a matter of time. You're growing a plant. You don't want to uproot something that is barely growing, that is barely getting roots. You don't plant a tomato and in 3 days you expect a full plant. You have to plant it, you have to water, you have to fertilize it. It is the same thing with this. But unfortunately, the naysayers will come after 3 days that you plant your tomato expecting a full plant and telling you, see, I told you it doesn't work. That's exactly what we're going to go through this. The goal, guys, or the mentality you have to have is you have to be in love with your ideal. You have to be so in love with your ideal that you're not going to let anything or anyone throw you off. That is exactly what you need to do. You have to make sure that you are so in love with whatever you're doing, whatever you want to accomplish, that you're not going to let anything or anyone get you off track. Unfortunately, like I said in the previous video yesterday, either you're going to help these people and tell them about this 90-day challenge. They can go through it just like you did. And they can learn little by little and they start opening their mind. Or the other thing, or the other alternative is just let them go. You are the product of your own environment. Make sure that you change your environment. Birds of a feather fly together. So make sure if your friends are not achieving, if your family or anyone you are associating with are not achieving whatever goals or whatever you want to get or whatever you want to do, make sure that you disassociate from them and start looking for other mentors. Remember what I told you guys at the beginning of the 90-day challenge? Make sure that who do you listen to is one of the 4 basics. Who do you listen to? Are you listening to your friends? Are you listening to your neighbors? Do they have whatever you want to accomplish? Or are you really following a mentor, someone who has actually done whatever you want to do? And this mentor doesn't have to be alive. You can find somebody who actually wrote a book, talk about how to do certain things, whatever you want to create, and you can just learn from that person. Even though this person has passed away, they wrote a book and you can actually read it. So make sure that you are actually reading and you are actually following your mentor, whatever they tell you to do. Remember, this is the law. It has to go, whatever you want to accomplish in your life, it has to go through this process. There is no other way around. And again, I might sound repetitive. I know I talked about this yesterday, but again, this is so crucial that I want to make sure that I talk about this over and over and over, because here, what differentiates the boys from the men and the girls from the women. I want to make sure that you know that this is the point, or this is the part where most people just say, you know what, because they encounter this, they said, forget it, Miguel is a crazy person, or whatever. And you know, it's not going to work. I'm going to listen to my friends and I'm just going to follow the herd. Yes, I'm sorry, I said that. Yes, you're just going to follow the herd and you're just going to go whatever they say, hoping that when the wolf comes, you're in the middle so nothing happens to you. Okay, so make sure that if you really want to accomplish something, if you really want this, make sure you fall in love with it and make sure that you, whatever it takes legally, to make sure that you are actually accomplish this goal. Not letting anyone outside, not even your current results or anyone, throw you off track. Make sure you plant your idea, turn it over to spirit. Let the body get into whatever vibration you have to get into and do whatever is necessary for you to reach your ideal. That is the way to accomplish your goal. Thank you very much, guys, for being with me for the last 77 days. It's been a real journey. I want to thank you for your for your time and for everything you have done so far with me. So have a great day, guys. Make sure that you turn on your notifications down here. Subscribe to the channel. Your notifications up here for Instagram. Make sure you tag anyone, your friends. Let your friends know. Bring them over to the party. You might create a nice environment for you. But if you don't share this with them, they will never know what we're doing. Let them start from the beginning. Thank you guys for being with me. It's been a real joy sharing this information with you. Today was day 77. We have just a few days left, so let's make the best of them. Thank you once again, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.